Cops, they're after us. Right past.
He's in the other lane.
Welcome YouTubers, we're in Montague, Kurt, and this is Montague Bastion. Look at this gateway behind me. King George 1792. Look at that. That is seriously impressive. And they reckon the tunnel goes back, but it doesn't go anywhere, it's blocked off. It's a dead end. Who knows? Don't know. Some nice little door there inside there. Look at that. That's super cool. Really impressive. Shame it doesn't go anywhere. Could be a shop or something. And this is Ocean Heights. It's the most ugly building in Gibraltar. Ghastly. It was imported as a kit from Portland, and originally I think it was going to be a hotel in the 1950s, but it's horrible. Absolutely horrible, and I would personally earmark it for destruction because it's taking up room on the wall where there was a nice wall, and now it's the ghetto. People actually live in there. Okay, YouTubers, well, we've just popped into Gibraltar for just to run a few errands, get some paint and stuff, and I'm just showing you some of the problems we have here. There's no road tax in Gibraltar, okay, so you don't pay any road tax, and the MOT comes round every 2 years. That's because there's only one MOT station, and there's something like 25,000 registered vehicles, so it's just impossible to MOT all the vehicles in a year. But on the downside, there's absolutely nowhere to park, and they're quite ruthless with the tow trucks and the tickets. The only way to get around is by motorcycle, but as you can see here, there's nowhere to park a motorcycle. There's no room. I have a little scooter, and quite often there's just nowhere to park it. You've got to illegally park a scooter because there's no room. You generally find somewhere to squeeze it in. Colt made me laugh the other day. He was doing one of his lives, and he said he used to park in the disabled bays and things, and he can't be bothered to fill the forms in to renew it, because that's the problem, isn't it? Got to renew these things. They only give you a disabled badge for 5 minutes, and then it runs out. You've got to fill multiple forms in to renew it. Well, it reminded me when my old man was sick. He was dying. He had cancer, and they give him a disabled badge for his car and a tax disc which was disabled, because in the UK you have to have a tax disc on display in the window. In those days, I don't know, I don't think they do it anymore, but you've still got to pay it. But they have it. They've got all number plate recognition cameras these days, so they can catch you. They've got no tax. So anyway, in those days they had a tax disc in the window, and this one said disabled, so it was free. You could get it for free if you were registered disabled. And I'd be running my dad around in his car. Anyway, one day he said to me, he wasn't feeling very well. He said, could you go and get me some money out the cash point? I said, yeah, sure. So I jumped in the car with a disabled tax disc, drove down to the local ATM, which was in Rochdale, which was that's where we were living in those days. Yorkshire Street in Rochdale. I think it was Yorkshire Street. Anyway, there's an ATM, and right opposite the ATM there's a disabled space. So I pulled into the disabled space, jumped out, walked across the road, literally from there to that side of the road. ATM, waited for my turn, put the card in, got some money out, I can't remember, let's just say 50 quid, 100 quid, I can't remember. What's in my pocket, turns round to come back to the car, and there's a traffic warden sat there writing a ticket out. So I goes over to him, and I said, what are you doing? He goes, you're parked in a disabled bay. I said, it's a disabled car. Can't you see it's got a disabled badge and the taxi's disabled? He goes, doesn't matter, you don't look disabled to me. And I said, oh, you're a fucking doctor now as well as a traffic warden, are you? I said, fuck off, get the fuck out of my way. And I got in the car and he's writing a ticket out. He said, you can't go anywhere until I finish writing a ticket. I said, fuck off. I said, get out of my way. And I had to push him with the car. He stood in front of the car, so I just pushed him slowly with the car. I said, if you don't get out of the way, you're going to get fucking hurt now. Fuck off. And I just drove off. Anyway, I thought that there'd be loads of fucking grief over it, but never got a ticket or anything. How can you write a ticket out for someone for parking in a disabled space if you're disabled? I mean, I hate traffic wardens. They just got proper little tin gods, aren't they? But having said that, you know, there's loads of piss-taking people like me, and if we didn't have traffic wardens, it'd be mayhem, wouldn't it? Gibraltar again, yes, here we go. I've got a letter from my son, the one who's in jail, and I can see clearly from the postmark it was posted first class in the UK, and it's postmarked the 31st of January 2023, and it's, what's the date today, Kaiser? It's the 13th of March, so doesn't take a lot of working out, does it? 6 weeks, takes 6 weeks for a first class letter to get to Gibraltar from the UK. Bear in mind London is a 2-hour flight. And Fiona got a book. She got a book sent to her from Absolutely Average. He bought a copy of Harry's book. Wah! And he sent it to us, and again that took even longer to get it. So the post to Gibraltar, British people obviously don't know where Gibraltar is, do they? Or who lives there. And the postal service, if you put the Gibraltar postcode, a lot of the letters will actually go into storage in Aldershot because they don't know where it is. And it's a Guildford postcode. And they get really confused. So there's pros and cons to living in Gibraltar, isn't there? The main pro is the sunshine. Let's go on the horseshoe. Look at that, proper British pub, look at this.
Yeah, but it's so English, they've got hats glued to the ceiling of the bar.
Oh yeah, all the Navy, all the Royal Navy hats on the ceiling there. I love the style. I mean, a lot of this proper old furniture has been ripped out now and replaced like a school canteen. I hate that. There was one pub called the Star Bar. They reckon it was the oldest bar in Gibraltar, and it had all these gorgeous pews inside where you could sit, and they ripped it all out. It looks like the kids' canteen now. I never go in there anymore. All the atmosphere is gone. Wow, I love this place. It's fantastic. It's one of my favourite pubs in Gibraltar, this. This is brilliant. Look at this. The carving on there. You know, they don't make pubs like this anymore. They don't. I love it. The only thing I miss about pubs is people smoking. They should allow that. I don't even smoke, but you know, pubs, to me, something missing without smoking. I'm not going to film me having my dinner, okay? Yeah. We good? Oh, no. And thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Thank you very much. Oh, shoot. Recommended. Very good.
I hate them all.
You hate them all? Why?
Would you wear that?
I wouldn't wear any of them because I'm a dude. But if I was
But you see the one with the yellow stones, would you wear that? Come on, be real.
if I was a woman, would I? I like the green ones and the blue one, like Princess Diana's one.
The green one's okay, and the blue ones, because that's like they're all similar.
There's a brighter blue one there, like
But the
Princess
yellow
Diana's one.
one, no, I don't like those.
Well, I'm not into rings, am I? I'm a dude.
I just thought they might actually have a sense of style for once, but they don't. Don't zoom in. Don't do that. You get within a certain amount of space of the COVID.
My daughter's a bitch. Now, Sammy's looking for Faith is looking for some shoes, right? The problem she's got is she's got the smallest feet in the world. And I think she takes a size, EU size 35, is it?
Yeah.
That's smaller than a 3. And also she has rings and they fly off her fingers when she waves her arms, which she does a lot. Tell me about the ring.
The only one I've got at the moment is a fidget ring. Which is this. It spins. I just want something that won't fly off my fucking hand, and I can't wear this at work.
Yeah, trends, we'll go in trends.
You want to try trends? Okay. By the way, do me a favour and look at the price of one of the t-shirts on the bottom floor.
Okay.
Something.
She said upstairs and she's pointing at shoes down there. So they want £129 for the Doc Martens.
Yeah, and I'm not allowed trainers, which is sad because I have ones, and I don't want trainers. I hate them.
Not going in there again.
Did you learn your lesson?
What do you mean?
Well, you're the one who said, let's go on trends. I said, are you sure you want to do that? You didn't learn. 3 times I said, let's go. And you're like, well, what about them? What about them? What about them? And it went from 120, 129 to 89.
She's wanted a pair of Doc Martens shoes for £129.
And the square one and the round one at the back.
Did you hate them all?
Yeah, which is sad because I like purple. And that one's like the mildly decent one out of all of them.
Look, watches over there. Do you want to watch?
Why would I want to watch them? I have Casio, I don't like this shit. Seiko.
Seiko.
You got Casio.
What sandals? I've never heard of them. Bering. I've heard of Hugo. Yeah. Don't want none of them. Come on, let's go.
Why not have a Casio?
Casio.
Casio expensive.
Which way is it? I'll follow you. She's inside the pyramid.
Is that your brain, is it?
It's for my brother. Over here. Tell you what, these parking spaces, you know, are tiny. If you've got a tiny little car, you can just fit in one of these spaces. Your car's a bit bigger than normal, you've had it. Just got to escape from the car park now in one piece. There we go, left hand down, left hand down. You've missed that car now, it's fine. Not telling you what to do or anything.
You quite literally just did, so...
I'm not being a backseat driver.
I'd appreciate it if you shut the fuck up.
It's the cops, they're after us.
They won't be coming this way.
Right past.
He's in the other lane. Let him pass, he says. I'd be moving to the other fucking lane.
His toastie must be ready at the cafe. That's the Undertaker, look.